What is going on, guys? We are here for FM26. We are on the beta, as you can see on the bottom left, and also equally on the bottom right. Because it's a beta, there could be bugs. So don't expect the game to be 100%, but I'm excited. I'm excited to play it. We're back with a Manchester United save. If some of you, I don't know how many of you remember this OG save, if you don't mind me saying so myself. Let me know if you remember it. If you don't, though, I've been making FM videos for a really long time. If you go even further back, this my first ever series, the start of FM13, if you don't mind. But I really like the look of the game so far. I've seen other people play it. The video on FM's channel with Miles and Spencer Owen, and then Jared Bowen came into it later, which I think is a very important video. They mentioned a few important things. I'd suggest watching and listening to what they say. They mention the tutorials and to follow them. Even if you are an experienced player, because it is a new game, it might be even more so for experienced players, because we go in expecting what FM is going to be like, whereas a new player, they don't have expectations. They go just off face value. So yeah, it's an interesting comparison to an experienced player versus a new player for this new journey of Football Manager, where it's heading. And along with that, just to let you insight of this career, I always plan to do Man United saves as a Man United fan from Australia, mind you. But I always love to do a Man United save at the start of a new game or whenever I get access to it. I never always had it at the start, if we talk about years ago before making content. But the feeling I got early on, as I said, I was watching the playthrough. Playthrough is a key word there. I was watching the video with Miles and Spencer, especially that first half of that video, and it gave me that playthrough vibe. So that's how I'm going to do my series, like how I like to do series, especially there's other just general gaming videos on YouTube that I like to watch personally that's not like sports games, and it is kind of that let's playthrough vibe. I know FM for years has had that playing off camera element to it, but what's going to suit me as well, especially for time constraints with working, it's kind of going to be that playthrough let's play vibe, as picking up where we left off, maybe apart from transfer windows and the off season where that takes hours upon hours, if not a day or two, especially how I play. I thought I'd give you a little intro to how we intend to do things. So it will be that let's playthrough vibe, like a long form career mode, a long form career, long form save, however you want to describe it, as we get into it now. And especially that it's a brand new game as well, like with a new feel to it. Yeah, it gives that for me. So, see, even this part here, this is like feeling, okay, what is this, like the beginning of a new save? Yeah, let's create our manager. So it's going through all these steps right here, which I probably won't do for every single save, but because it's the beginning of a brand new game, let's take a bit of a look. Yeah, they got variety in the faces, that's for sure. There's almost more variety than non-variety. Okay, I thought his hair was going to be a bit light. Lighter. I thought it was going to be a bit, but it's a little bit darker than it looked like when you select it there. Okay, I don't mind how this fella looks. We'll switch up a few things. Like, I'm not too obsessive. Heights. Wait. That's 6'2". I thought that's 6 foot version 2.0. Like it's another version of 6 foot, but it's 6'2". I like how, okay. Let's just give him a little bit extra. We'll go, 6, 2.4, just to be technical. Head, yes. I mean, okay, we you got to add some facial hair. Just not this level, because but I just wanted to see how attached on it looked like. We've got eye color. I've personally got blue eyes, so I just changed it to that. I'm not trying to make him look like me necessarily, but just, okay, you can make him blush for whatever reason. I'm not trying to do that, to be honest. You can do eyeliner as well. Okay, they've got everything. So, because Because makeup. Yeah, I'm not sure about all that. Okay, his lips are a bit too much for me. Here we go. Yeah, okay, let's settle on this guy. Body types. Okay. Nah, that's what. Wow. Okay. I was going to say the first few, you couldn't really tell if he was gaining weight. Not too much anyway. No. He looks, pretty well put together like that. We're not going to spend too much time on this. Probably, okay, they got referred to me as, this is going to be good. Not good, just hopefully the way I intend. Middle name. Okay. So just like my channel name, if you are new, my real name is John, if you wanted to call me that. We used to be called Footy Manager TV over here. I updated a while back, but yeah, I thought using my real name would be even better. Address me as preferred first, then we put our name together. Yeah, I always wondered about this. Because what I would do previously, you would you put your name in, and then once you start the save, you do set the nickname. And are we forced? He, him. Recently applying for a job, it had the pronouns, but then there was another box that said, please call me by my name. I can't remember if it said real name or first name, whatever. I'm just like, yeah, keep it simple. Call me by my name. Where did we lose? Where did we lose ourselves? Calling each other by our names. And I was born in June 1986. Hopefully you can understand that I'm just, didn't I confirm it? The 12th. Confirm. There we go. Yeah, hopefully you get the idea. I'm just doing a random birthday. I wasn't born then. Or yes, I was born then, and maybe try and do whatever, because that's not actually my birthday. Melbourne, Australia, I'll keep it simple. But I love how they've got the more unfamiliar or not as popular names. For Australia, if this game was made in Australia, it might have a slash next to it and another name that they're referred as. If you're not from Australia, you probably don't get that. Anyway, Australian, shocking. I'm Australian. But, believe it or not, I'm actually half Maltese on my dad's side, so we'll add that as a second nationality. No third nationalities. And then we'll just say English. I know, these are the more basic things, but we're getting through them. Now, okay, manager creation. Yeah, see, I'm not going to do end tutorial. These things are really important, so we'll do... Can we click here, or we press continue from here? Yeah, reputation. Finish. Okay, yeah, you go through the tutorial. Okay, and I think 39 years old, that's a good age. That's a good age for a manager, especially on the younger scale, and for how he looks as well. Well, what are we going to do? Yeah, I like their descriptions. You consistently appeared at the top tier of domestic football. You were successful in the tier immediate below. Okay, I feel like that could be realistic as a Australian manager. I'm assuming this means in the second tier in Australia, which there's no real second tier. There's one professional division. So, yeah, that could easily mean lower league as well, but I think that's a nice balance, considering this is we're managing Man United, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to be managing them as well. And the non-playing role, I'm not surprised, because FM is known for this. Ironically, the question is how well you are known for it. That's just those little things that FM has in the game, like just the little details. It's cool. So what are we going to do? Let's go punditry and media. We'll go pundit. I want to give that vibe as a pundit. But also, yeah, like that talks as a former player who wasn't a star, He played in a second division and he just got into the media side of things. Recognize in own nation. I like how I could have selected that of what I was managing in my mind. Maybe I had some Australian commentators or pundits when it comes to that. They never really made it in the top tier. Oh, yeah. See, I like that. I'm not sure what Manchester United think about hiring someone of that status, but it's happened. Mate, I'll go with Continental A. With the pro up there, it's not elite level. See, that impact the rep or not really? No. Okay, it does. Okay, I think that just gives a correct reputation. If we go pro, continental. I think national, that's what I answered with one of them as well. So, and that was my first instinct to select. So, yeah, I was happy with that. Yeah, I think that national rep, I'm not saying that's what Man United will go for, just a nationally known Australian manager. It's kind of what I wanted to enter in, so I'm happy with that anyway. Okay, just a lot of you got tendencies. I can you don't need to read all the not you me. You might want to take it in, but develop young players. I like entertainer. I got to think of what football I actually want to play. I do got to think of my FM history. I do like to bring the young players through. No Diddy. Stop calling. See, I like the description of systems builder. Well, the name, but then what does it say for it? Develop a specific approach that leans heavily on possession pace play and being strong from set pieces. We might have Mikel Arteta calling next. But I will go energetic. Develops young players, plays energetic football. See, I don't want other coaches, other managers come and saying, "Oh, he's an attacking manager or a defensive manager." I don't want to give I don't want to give too much away in my tendencies. And being a tactician, because as I said, those things, they don't necessarily give away what your manager style is. Like if you're going to be more attacking or defensive, it doesn't necessarily give away your style of football, whether it be like an attacking brand or defensive. Like tactician exactly says that. You could have multiple different styles. I'm not sure if that would be good or not for your players to get used to it. But yeah, depending where you manage maybe. And then, I guess up-tempo is maybe the only one that gives away. But you can play, a few different styles with up-tempo. Anyway, we'll leave it there. Personality. What's my personality like? Okay. Yeah, this is where I think about it a little bit. Inspirational. I want my team talks. Yeah, motivating and the management to be. Can you have multiple personalities? I'm glad. If it didn't, I would have addressed. Wait, how many? You can only do 2. Can I still criticize it? It's possible to have a lot of multiple I can't even say it. Multiple personalities. If we're being realistic, oh boy, and convincing. Yep, I wanted to beef up the motivating and people management section, and we did exactly that. Sometimes I've done that. Anyone else manage like that in Football Manager? You want certain things, so you select the options for that. Like, am I convincing and inspirational? I don't know. But I'm wanting to be able to motivate my players and everyone at my club. So I've selected those options. Is that convincing and inspirational enough? So we take that, move on, and I like that little profile, and that's one of the features. As again, I've got a lot in my mind of words and what, as I said at the start of the video, towards the start, what Miles Jacobson said about the game. It's like, not the numbers anymore. We've got the word descriptions, and I like that. Oh, it's so refreshing. It's a really good description. Okay. So all our tendencies together. Develops youngsters, says young players, but youngsters, plays energetic football, a tactical thinker, and a keen motivator. That's like, this is a nice little profile setup, but that took a little bit of time, so I won't spend too much time on how excited I am about all that, but I've liked how I've built this little profile here. I'm happy with it. And we'll do an advanced setup. We'll see how that looks. And just a little, the UI looks really good. I saw on Reddit before, like the Football Manager page, someone was complaining about it, but I don't really like to talk about people who complain too much, but I don't know. I just really like the way it looks. I think they said it looks like a mobile game or something like that. I don't know. Maybe it does to some people, but it does look simple in a good way. So what we're going to do, we'll leave, League 2 and above, women's leagues. So I don't know if I am going to do a women's save or anything like that, but I don't think it's going to be relevant to what I'm doing in this save. It's not because I don't like the women's. I actually really like that. Hold on. Oh, it's in one, is it? See, we're learning. I assume. So they come together. So the men and women come together. Okay, I just thought about something and I'm like, yes, we might have to anyway, but let's keep it traditional. And maybe it's basic, maybe it's the way I've just always done it. We get France, Germany, Italy, Spain. Have the big five. And there's a few others, like Netherlands come with good youngsters, and I've always liked having Portugal. It's almost just like you see the next level. Then I could almost go Belgium, and then where would I go next from there? I'm not sure. I think we'll cap it at that. As I said, Belgium, very close. Then maybe Greece, a few decent teams. But yeah, we'll leave it at that. Game speed efficient. That's updated. No stars. Just the difference. No Netherlands. No Portugal. Unless you select it in a different way. I'm not 100% sure. Or you were like, no, do that. Select none. Select none and you'll be fine. There you go. So again, okay, for the reasons I said before. It's a bit confusing that you just can't rubbish it, for lack of better words. And that makes the game speed a bit quicker. And also the advanced setting and preferences here, check those. Make sure you're playing the way you want to. And I like, okay. There's allow the use of the in-game editor, but I don't have the editor and I'm not sure if I will buy it anyway, so I might as well disable it, just so you know I'm not doing anything. Let's progress. Here we go. Man United's level. Yeah, Europa League qualification. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Got the board culture there. Sign players under the age of 23 for the first team and sign players under the age of 23 for the future. That fits into my style as a manager as well. I have so many years of getting new gens coming through the academy at United. You just have... does anyone else have flashbacks? Like, you just have images of those new gens or regens, whatever you prefer to call them. They just enter your mind. Like, that's happening right now. I was going to compare it to something else, but let's keep it on football. Like, just the images come flashing back in your mind. If you know how I'm feeling, like if you're just the OG FM player, man, like you just have flashbacks of your saves and players and it makes you a little emotional like this. I tell you what, it gets you a little excited. There we go. And that's how I wanted, when we were talking about before about the name, that's how I wanted to be addressed with my name. So I didn't want to be addressed as like FMTV because that's like the last name. See, okay, it says it there. I don't think you can make that too specific. We'll begin the career. Mate. See, why? I didn't answer my name like that. Okay, here, messages we're going to be fined on. Fine? Did I say fine? Yeah, we'll skip this. Well, it's still going through it. If you press continue, it's the same thing. So no. I told you. Saving quite quick. But see, I haven't downloaded any graphics yet, and before we do that, well, not necessarily do it. Yeah. Okay. Don't really need, squad tutorial. It's pretty simple. But what I mean is click on the player profile. We're doing Premier League save. There's player faces. There's logo. We're cool. I don't need to worry about that. Especially on the beta where, you don't know how things are going to be. Ooh, I want to see, we just dig into the potential of players and all that. And, Jaden Niguashi? Okay. Don't mind him. And even the play, I like how this looks. But also, there has been some people saying, I can see why people would say it looks like a mobile game, but mobile games are advanced these days. And menu-wise, the size of it's not too small or too large, balanced really well. So if we go to first team, this type of screen comes up. And this is what, we'll do here in the first episode for the most part. Oh, there had to be still, some things that remain. Kobe Mainu. What I mean here is the stars, not Kobe Mainu. Yeah, the potential stars. They are those are too iconic to ever get rid of. Okay. I might change attribute colors at some point, but I'll leave it for now. But Kobe Mainu, someone to get really excited about. So that's okay. That's all we'll just transition to for this part of the episode. So make sure, keep our eyes on the injuries. Martinez, it's up to 4 months. Mazraoui up to 2 months. So who's Yoro? I think this is really important players to be in the United squad and like those positions. Like you got your central midfield type or whatever he may be. Will he be more attacking or defensive? But in that kind of central part of the pitch. And then, Yoro, you got the centre backs. Then you got the DM or a centre mid. And then even Heaven, he's wanted. He's, okay. Let me know if you know what you'd be trying to go towards here. Like the transfer section of his profile. At least wanted is there because that's what I wanted to go to. Wanted. Wrexham. There's another interesting team. Okay. Player report. Okay, this is just his report. Like the coaches. You're trying to go to the coach report of him. Okay, we won't. Yeah, we won't mull over like specific things too much. So that's pretty much it. Oh, I think we're gonna definitely get used to. There's some new roles and all that, but easy enough to get used to. You got Ahmad there. Yeah, few players to get excited about, and there's some that I wanted. Dallo interested by quite a few. What's he? Diogo attributes don't look anything crazy to me. Could he be on the chopping block, the selling block, whatever block you want to call it? We'll sort by the information. There we go. Malasia, I expect not the same. So he's listed. Okay. I'd say he's sellable. Like, okay, his value is nothing special. So I should assume Portal is like the home screen and we're not going to go to anywhere crazy. We'll go through these opening messages and I think, that will be for the first. Okay. Is this what we do the same thing? The miscellaneous? No. See, why did it make my name like that? That's not how I did it. That's what I didn't want to happen. Can it be under edit manager, please? No, that's like how you look. No. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to do anything official in this first one. So at least I can easily redo it. But, When I first saw my manager's name, I thought it was good. And don't tell me you can't do it the OG way. Where's edit your name? No, we're not doing all that again, man. So I think I'll think about how we do that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was miscellaneous after doing it for enough years. And you like do nickname, yeah? Nickname is what it would say. Just you didn't need to add that on my name. Anyway, let's not get too deep into that. Okay, remember this part. This is a better version. Let's progress from here. Okay, more the key information. Response is required. These kind of things. I would usually, you go negotiate, accept the terms. You just want to make sure you take them in. Confirm. But it's always nagging me in the back of my head. The name thing. But anyway. Wait, can you select don't judge? Does that do anything? Like the importance, like what happens if you click it? You can't. But you can select don't judge FA Cup. Okay, just in case we have something bad. I don't know. Like, yeah, will we get knocked out, basically, unexpectedly. But it is United, so it may be expectedly. I think that's all fair. We're not going to adjust anything. We're not going to do anything crazy. Oh, let's go. Tactics introduction. Was this right? Okay. See, I do got to make sure I learn about this. Get the tactics set up. I think, can we come back to the tactical style? Because I take my time with the tactics to really look in. I talk about, recording everything we do, playthrough style. Sometimes sit down and think about tactics, not necessarily communicate about it until after the fact. And we get it going. So, we'll see that at a later date. We'll just skip that little introduction there. Squad introduction, which is important. Introduce yourself to the squad, yeah. Key players. Yeah, okay. We'll get through this. The financial fair play. United will always have strong finances, even if they are having struggling seasons. They're a huge club. They'll always be straight with that. So, injury update, squad selection rules. There we go. Done deals. Obviously, those are kind of, we're aware about all the deals that happen in real life. So this is the main screen, and you got the messages on that side. That's fair. So again, regardless of the name thing, I wasn't intending to go too deep in this first episode because I knew the manager creation setup, and that will take a reasonable amount of time. So I can easily do that again. It's a little annoying. I thought when you'd set what it referred to me as or whatever. I can't remember the wording anymore. There used to be set a nickname. That's all you needed. But to get to this point again, okay, the manager, just keep in mind he might not look exactly. I'll try to remember what he looked like and make him again. But I thought I did that right. But anyway, we'll be learning. As I said, you used to be able to set a nickname and then you're straight. That would have been it. So many times I would do that at the start of a new save, right on this screen actually, from the inbox, and then miscellaneous set a nickname. But anyway, I think we're going to leave it on the squad, and I love this so far. The name thing, that's minimal. We'll just reset just so we can be looking the way we want. Description-wise, because having it repeat looks weird. I know there was always a chance of that. I imagined it happening, and it did. Well, there you go. Anyway, this is the beginning. Let's put on a key player. Who's going to be a key player? Bruno, he's been a key player for a while. I think, one of the new names. You got, You got Embuemo. Well, yeah, on the thumbnail, we've got a couple lads there. Embuemo. And then, of course, I was wondering how good he would be, or Sesko, how high his potential would be. Because I think I'm going to put high hopes on him and want him to be an important player to the team. So, let's see it. Yeah, we'll see how good he'll be. Benjamin Sesko. His mentals, I feel, could be stronger, but maybe with the developers, time goes on. Pretty high value. Anyway, we're going to leave it there. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new as well. We're going to, a lot of FM stuff this year, so I hope this series we can kick it off really well. Interact, leave a like, get a comment in. So we can kick off well for a first episode to set up the year. Yeah, first episodes in my experience. Very important. So if you could really attract, interact with the episode as much as you can. I do greatly appreciate that. A lot of FM videos coming this year. As I said, I do work full time, so I can't spend too much time playing the game without recording. If I want daily episodes, I think you get the idea. We'll work all that, the nitty-gritty out as we go on. And from the first episode, this is where I will play a bit more off camera. There'll be certain parts, as I say, transfer windows or start of a new season. We build up into the beginning of the Premier League season, update you if we make any transfers, and then, that's when we get stuck in going. So, hopefully... Ooh, there's actual date of the youth intake. Oof. That's it. There's always been an interesting talk about that if people save and reload about it, but now we get a date. Ooh, watch out for that. Youth intakes, gotta love it. But okay, I like it early on, and there's so much I still haven't seen because we've got a bit more to progress. And as I said, we'll just try and get the name situation sorted, and we'll be straight. But Get ready for a big series. Really want to do a big United one again. So, keep your eyes on this one, boys and girls. I'll see you in the next episode.